Have you ever wondered what might happen if you started eating 4 eggs every single day? Not just for a week or two, but consistently as part of your routine. Most people still see eggs as a simple breakfast food, something ordinary sitting quietly in the refrigerator. But what many people don't realize is that eggs may be one of the most complete natural foods your body can use. And the interesting part is this: the effects often begin in places people never expect. Your energy levels may feel steadier. Your concentration may become sharper. Your muscles may recover more easily. Even your eyes and your mood can be influenced by nutrients hidden inside a single egg. For years, eggs carried a bad reputation. People were told to avoid them, especially the yolk. Many believed eggs automatically caused heart problems, simply because they contain cholesterol. But over time, researchers began taking a much closer look, and the conversation started to change. Your body already produces cholesterol naturally every day. In fact, your liver is responsible for creating most of it on its own. When eggs are added to a balanced diet, the body often adjusts its internal production accordingly. Instead of creating imbalance, many people experience something very different. One of the most interesting things researchers observed is that eggs may help support healthier cholesterol patterns in certain individuals. HDL, often called the good cholesterol, may increase. At the same time, LDL particles can become larger and less dense, which is considered a more favorable pattern for overall health. This is why many nutrition experts today no longer place eggs in the same negative category they once did decades ago. The conversation has become much more nuanced. It is less about fearing a single food and more about understanding the overall quality of someone's lifestyle and diet. But cholesterol is only the beginning of the story. What makes eggs truly remarkable is the way they were naturally designed. Think about it for a moment. An egg contains everything needed to support the growth of new life. Inside that shell is a complete nutritional package containing protein, healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, and important compounds your body can immediately recognize and use. And this brings us to one of the biggest advantages of eggs: protein quality. Not all protein is used by the body in the same way. Some sources are harder to digest. Others are missing important amino acids. Eggs are different because they contain all the essential amino acids in highly usable proportions. This is one reason eggs are often used as the reference standard when scientists compare protein quality in foods. Your body can efficiently absorb and utilize what eggs provide with very little waste. What does that mean in practical terms? It may help support muscle repair after physical activity. It may help maintain strength as you age. It may also support healthier skin, stronger nails, and improved recovery after long days when your body feels depleted. Many adults over 50 begin noticing gradual changes in muscle tone and physical energy. Everyday tasks may start feeling more tiring than before. Recovery can take longer. This is a normal part of aging, but nutrition still plays a major role in how well the body adapts. Eggs provide several nutrients that may help support the body during this stage of life. One nutrient in particular deserves attention: leucine. Leucine is an amino acid that acts almost like a signal to the body. When enough leucine is present, it encourages muscle maintenance and repair processes to activate more effectively. This becomes increasingly important with age because muscle naturally declines over time if it is not regularly supported. And muscle health is not only about appearance. Strong muscles help support balance, mobility, posture, and daily independence. They help people continue doing normal activities comfortably as the years go by. This is one reason many older adults who increase their protein intake often say they feel more stable, more active, and more resilient throughout the day. But eggs do something else many people notice almost immediately. They help with fullness. A breakfast built around sugary cereals, pastries, or heavily processed foods may create a quick burst of energy, followed by an equally quick drop. Many people experience mid-morning fatigue, cravings, or difficulty concentrating after these kinds of meals. Eggs work differently. Because they contain a combination of protein and healthy fats, they digest more slowly. This creates a steadier release of energy instead of sharp spikes and crashes. People often report feeling satisfied for several hours after eating eggs in the morning. That steady feeling can make a surprisingly big difference in focus, mood, and eating habits throughout the rest of the day. And there's another reason this matters. When energy levels remain more stable, many people naturally reduce unnecessary snacking without even trying. They simply feel more balanced and less driven by sudden hunger. This can make healthy eating feel much easier and more sustainable over time. Beyond protein and energy, eggs also contain nutrients that directly support the brain. Your brain relies heavily on fats and specialized compounds to function properly. One of the most important nutrients found in eggs is choline. Choline plays a role in memory, attention, learning, and communication between brain cells. Yet many people do not get enough of it consistently through diet. Some researchers even consider eggs one of the best natural food sources of choline available. This may be especially valuable for adults who want to support mental sharpness as they get older. Many people begin paying more attention to memory and concentration later in life, and nutrition becomes an important part of that conversation. Regular intake of nutrients like choline may help support clearer thinking and better cognitive function as part of a balanced lifestyle. Eggs also contain phospholipids, important fats that help form the structure of brain cells themselves. In simple terms, you are providing your brain with materials it naturally uses every day. And interestingly, many people who switch from highly processed breakfasts to protein-rich meals often say they feel mentally clearer and more focused during the morning hours. Now let's talk about something many people completely overlook when discussing nutrition: eye health. Modern life places enormous strain on the eyes. Phones, televisions, tablets, and computer screens expose us to constant artificial light for hours every day. Many people notice tired eyes, blurry focus in the evening, or difficulty adjusting to low light as they get older. Eggs contain two important antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds naturally collect in the retina, where they help support and protect the eyes from everyday stress. You can think of them almost like internal filters that help the eyes handle light more comfortably. Researchers have spent years studying these nutrients because of their connection to long-term visual health. And one interesting detail is that the fats inside egg yolks may actually help the body absorb these antioxidants more effectively. This is one reason why the yolk should not automatically be avoided unless someone has been personally advised otherwise by a healthcare professional. In fact, many of the most valuable nutrients in eggs are concentrated inside the yolk itself. And there's another nutrient hidden there that deserves attention: vitamin D. Many adults do not get enough vitamin D consistently, especially those who spend most of their time indoors. Vitamin D plays a role in supporting bones, muscles, immune function, and overall well-being. Eggs are not the highest source in the world, but they are one of the few natural foods that contain it in meaningful amounts. Combined with protein, healthy fats, and minerals like selenium, eggs become far more than just a breakfast item. They become a compact package of nutrients working together inside the body. Another thing many people notice when eating eggs regularly is improved convenience and consistency with healthy eating. And this matters more than people think. A healthy routine is not only about knowing what to eat, it is also about finding foods that are simple, affordable, satisfying, and easy to prepare consistently. Eggs fit into almost any schedule. They can be boiled ahead of time, cooked in minutes, paired with vegetables, added to salads, or included in simple meals throughout the day. For older adults especially, having easy, high-quality nutrition available can make healthy habits much easier to maintain long-term. Now, it's also important to talk honestly about quality. Not all eggs are exactly the same. The living conditions and diet of hens can influence nutrient levels inside the eggs themselves. Pasture-raised eggs are often considered one of the better options because the hens spend more time outdoors and consume a more natural, varied diet. Many people notice these eggs have deeper orange yolks and richer flavor. Cage-free options may also provide improvements compared to heavily confined environments. But the most important thing to remember is this: even regular eggs are often still a far better choice than many heavily processed breakfast foods loaded with sugar and refined ingredients. You do not need perfection to make meaningful improvements to your nutrition. Small, consistent choices matter far more. And now we come to one of the most interesting points of all. People often focus only on individual nutrients, but foods work differently inside the body when nutrients naturally exist together. Eggs contain protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and amino acids in one balanced structure. That combination is part of what makes them so satisfying and efficient. Many highly processed foods are engineered to make people crave more, while providing very little lasting nourishment. Eggs tend to have the opposite effect. They nourish deeply while helping people feel more physically satisfied, and that can influence far more than just breakfast. When people begin the day with stable energy and better fullness, they often make calmer food decisions later on. They may experience fewer cravings and less impulsive eating throughout the afternoon and evening. Over time, those small daily improvements can create meaningful long-term habits. Of course, every body is different. Some people may tolerate eggs better than others, and anyone with specific dietary concerns should always listen to their healthcare provider and pay attention to how their own body responds. But for many people, including older adults looking for simple ways to support strength, focus, and steady energy, eggs can be an incredibly valuable addition to a balanced routine. The key is consistency, not extreme dieting, not complicated routines, not expensive supplements, just simple, nutrient-dense foods used regularly over time. And sometimes the foods that help the most are the ones people have underestimated for years. So if you've been avoiding eggs because of old fears or outdated information, it may be worth taking another look at them with a more balanced perspective. Your muscles, your brain, your energy levels, and even your eyes may appreciate it more than you realize. And if you enjoy learning about simple foods and habits that may support healthier aging and everyday well-being, stay tuned for more conversations like this.